Alright, I'm Steve, and today we are back with Aaron Sorkin's The Social Network. This is often regarded as the best screenplay of the 2010s and is a certified masterpiece. So, I uploaded the script onto Greenlight's platform to take a look at the generated coverage and see how it performed. And guys, while Greenlight is a great tool for writers that are trying to assess a screenplay, at the end of the day, it can't replace the touch of a human. It excels as a coverage starting point to gather quick feedback on a script using an independent source. So, with that in mind, let's get into the coverage. Script score. Character development. The main characters of Mark Zuckerberg, Eduardo Saverin, Cameron and Tyler Winklevoss, and Sean Parker are well developed with distinct personalities and motivations. Their character arcs and relationships are central to the plot. However, some of the minor characters like Christy and Erica feel less developed. Emotional engagement. The tumultuous relationship between Mark and Eduardo is the emotional core. The audience feels sympathy for Eduardo and has a complex reaction to Mark. The high stakes keep things gripping. Dialogue. The dialogue effectively captures the tech culture and Harvard lingo. The quick back and forth exchanges move the story along briskly. Eduardo and Sean have some particularly sharp dialogue. However, the legal deposition scenes slow down the pace. I like most of the notes, but I do not agree with that last line. This whole screenplay feels like a whirlwind where everything is moving a mile a minute. And in contrast, the legal deposition scenes are like a breath of fresh air. You get a second to relax. Not to mention, some of the hardest hitting dialogue in the film comes during these litigation scenes. Ultimately, I think Greenlight was a little too harsh with some of these grades. Overall rating, 8 out of 10. In summary, it is a sharply written, relevant, and emotionally compelling story. The technical dialogue and legal scenes may present a small barrier for some mainstream audiences, but the quality of the writing and filmmaking should elevate the material. Based on the script score, this screenplay ranks at the 88th percentile and received a strong consider. I'd give it a 9. One of my favorite things about this script is how many screenwriting rules it breaks. It just goes to show you that it doesn't really matter how you write it, as long as what you write is clear and undeniably great. Plot assessment and enhancement. What's working well? The characters are well defined, especially Mark, Eduardo, and Sean. Their contrasting personalities and goals lead to dramatic conflicts. There's a good balance of technical, business details with interpersonal relationships and drama. The legal deposition framework is effective. The writing has sharp, clever dialogue that reveals the tensions between the characters. The early conversation in the bar between Mark and Erica is a standout scene. Great notes. I agree. I love the opening setup scene with Mark and Erica. It highlights Mark's obsession with status and exclusivity and sets the fast-paced tone for the rest of the script as Mark's thoughts bounce from one to the next, keeping you offbeat and on your toes. Areas for improvement. While compelling, the plot feels dense at times. Additional passes could tighten certain scenes and smooth out the pacing. The legal disputes, while thematically essential, feel a bit mechanical in their execution. Making them more engaging and less dry could help. When a script is this good, any suggestions for improvement will really just be grasping at straws. Though, I wouldn't say I particularly agree with either of these. This story is incredibly tight and a masterclass at pacing. And again, with the legal scenes being some of my personal favorites. But at the end of the day, Greenlight is required to make some criticism, and these are the things that apparently stuck out. Also included in the coverage service is a logline, a synopsis, a comprehensive synopsis, character profiles for Mark, Eduardo, Sean, and the Winklevoss twins, main character casting suggestions, on a varied budget, and a list of comparative films to watch to draw inspiration. Again, obviously in this instance, The Social Network is the most similar movie to itself. But if you were to upload an original screenplay, all the movies would subsequently be unique and pertaining to yours. All of these notes in under 10 minutes. There's nothing else like it. Check us out for a free trial. Links in the bio.